Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 3 as good old two Sicilies. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, we're still poor. I wish we weren't. Insufficient taxation, expensive goods, trade routes. I mean, I think we were trying to build more convoys, right? Buildings, construction. Yeah, we're building the ports. The ports will give us more convoys. Now that'll be nice. And maybe we won't be losing all of the money on Earth. Fingers crossed on that one. I can't promise the Sicilian people anything. Because right now, I mean, minus 1.79. I mean, how much do we have in our coffers? 125,000 pounds. Do any states... I mean, every state right now does lose us cash. We're not making money literally anywhere. Iron frame buildings. Pause all. We could put on another consumption tax. Clothes. How much would be 300 points? Wine, 1.69 thousand. Wood, fish, furniture. Grains too expensive. I mean, I kind of don't feel like any of these are super good. I like how you can just any food that gets eaten in the entire country, you get a consumption tax on that. Clothing. I'm gonna say I don't want to put more taxes on. We need to just like reduce our deficit. I think would be for the best. 424 pounds in subsidies, goods for military buildings, barracks, naval bases, military wages, goods for government buildings. Because we're somehow spending a stupid amount of money on paper. How? Okay, we need paper, not fabric, paper. We need paper to go the hell down. Encourage exports. Protect domestic supply. I need to import more paper. Predicted trade revenue after tariffs. We lose money on this. Yeah, I mean, we can actually see predicted price impact paper in Sicilian market. Wait, no, it goes down. From 43 to 26.1 pounds. Wait, is this good? I mean, no matter what, it seems like we'll be decreasing the price of paper in our market. Yes, yes. I need more paper because I'm spending so much cash. If we can cut the cost of paper in half, oh, the government will be. I mean, we'll be doing so much better, so much better. So we have a few more years. I mean, how many years of this are we actually in? I don't know. We need 30 years in total. I think we have like 2, maybe. Well, I mean, it's 38, so I'm assuming we have 2 years on that. I mean, intelligentsia is still a little bit upset. The trade unions basically have no political power, and you know what? To be honest, I'm completely okay with that. They don't need political power. They should be happy with where they're at. By the way, do any of you... I mean, you would take a trade agreement. Absolutely. Let's get a trade agreement with the Papal States. Also, one thing I do want to do, it is in the gameplay. I need the lock delay needs to be a little bit longer. Let's say 1 second. I think 1 second. The lock delay is just, see how this pop-up shows up? It just takes 1 second for that to stay there. I had it set to like 1/4 of a second. I think that was way too fast and got in our way a little bit too often. But how are we doing? I mean, hey, paper is now no longer stupidly expensive. Fabric and wood are still problems. The thing is, like, we don't have convoys still, right? Unproductive trade routes. Trade route importing paper from the Spanish market's unproductive. And to be honest, I don't really know exactly what makes it unproductive. But apparently it's not good for us, so we'll just take it out of there. Egyptian, Ottoman markets, Spanish market. I guess because we're technically losing cash on it. But really, what I'm not worried about is our trade revenue. What I'm worried about is the price impact, right? Like, that's actually what I care about. Of course, I don't want to make like the most expensive choice. I guess let's import from Egypt then. I think technically it's considered unproductive because we're losing cash. Yeah, I mean, the market price has gone down. Right? Okay, I want to look at the detail screen for paper. Paper, you are... I mean, the price is still so expensive. Sell orders 108, buy orders 141 from Egyptian market. So we still need more paper. We're still not getting enough paper. The price actually is increasing. Do I need more import routes? I hate it, but I think we kind of have to, because it's so expensive. In Sicily and Apulia, we're not taxing them efficiently right now, but I don't really know if we have much of a choice in the matter. Okay, so you'll be done in 5 weeks. You'll be done in 13 weeks. Week farm's going to take 41 weeks from now. If I was to throw everything back on... No, I don't want to build this. I want to go back to buildings. Construction center. Because not all of you are using steel buildings. Like, you're using wooden buildings still. But it also would cost us 10,000 pounds a day. Which I cannot afford that. That is ludicrous how expensive that is right now. Our GDP 7.9 million, literacy rate 22.6. I mean, that doesn't seem too bad. Standard of living 10.4. Expected average is 6.7. So even though we're impoverished, we're doing better than expected. I mean, overall, like, we're doing better than expected. We're doing better than what the population expects us to do. And I mean, that seems pretty good. By the way, are we getting a law passed? We have institutions here. We can't afford those right now. Cartelism, per capita taxation. I think this is more than okay. Professional army, no home affairs. The National Guard, you're going to cost us cash too. And I don't want to get the intelligentsia against us. I mean, they're already against us, but I don't want to get them more against us. Dedicated police force. +2 law enforcement. -5% radicals. Supported by 2 interest groups. Who opposes? I want to get this off you. Who opposes this? The landowners. To go from 7 to 2. Are we getting a bonus from the landowners? We are. We're getting a 20% influence boost. Which is bringing us from 1,000. And we're getting a 20% boost on those. Do I care about that? Or do I want... Because if we pass the local police force, who likes us more? The armed forces, the intelligentsia, the petit bourgeoisie, the rural folks. So the armed forces, because I think you trigger at 5%. Yes, so we'll get a 20% military reduction cost. We will get a logging industry. I mean, I think it's better for us for sure. And I think intelligentsia... We'll at least no longer be unhappy. Yeah, no. So, I mean, we're going to lose a little bit of support for the landlords. We're going to lose our influence. But I think this is more than okay. Yeah, so go from local police force to a dedicated police force. Most people seem happy with this. And I think our bonuses from this are, yeah, improved. I mean, we're no longer taking penalties. And we've got Napoleonic warfare. That's fine. I mean, again, I do really like how we get technologies just because other countries have researched it. It was really one of my big problems in Victoria, too, was that there was no technology spread. So even in 1936, for example, if you didn't get any of the naval techs, you had to research all those from scratch. Which is like... It's a little silly. Let me just put it that way. So you would not take my custom union at -32. If you do an obligation now to get us up to... -2. So we need 3 more relationship bonuses for you to say yes. You're still pretty far away, and then you are also, I'm pretty sure, still pretty far away as well, right? Invite custom unions to -48. I mean, it's not so bad. Well, we're close to getting the Papal States to be friendly with us. So, I mean, I don't know if there's anything I can do to really make them more... Or make them even happier with us. GDP, volume of trade routes between our markets. So, okay, so if I was to trade with you more, you'd be more willing to accept a custom union, which actually makes perfect sense. Expensive military goods, small arms. Can we import that from anybody? The Russians and the Prussians? I mean, it'll drive down cost of guns. It'll make guns more expensive in Russia. But, I mean, that's fine. And do we have the trade routes? Well, let's import guns from Russia first. Trade routes need convoy for liquor from Britain. I know we don't have the tax capacity, but we're not going to worry about that. And this is all for paper. But again, we're importing paper. And the purpose for that is to drive down cost in Sicily. Sure, it's costing us money to drive down that cost. But I think it should be worth it, right? I mean, we've already seen that... Yeah, from paper's already gone down like £1,000. Military wages. I think honestly everything's pretty good. We can go put everything back to wooden construction, which would save us cash. Radicals. I mean, we could do a consumption tax. Just like a basic one like wine. Yeah, you know, yeah, let's throw a wine consumption tax in here. I mean, who actually uses wine? Who drinks wine the most? No, okay, so we have to go to budget. We have to go down to consumption tax. We gotta hover over wine for 1 second. And then hover over you for 1 second. Yeah, that didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. Okay, let's try that one more time. So consumption tax onto wine. That doesn't seem to actually do anything. Anyway, let's throw the consumption tax on wine. We're now at least making a small profit. Nothing like super crazy. Expensive government goods. We also need wood. Is there anywhere that makes wood cheap? Yes, actually quite a bit. Prussia makes wood pretty cheap, but it doesn't drive costs down that much. The cost goes from 25.9 to 22.5. You drive it down to 21. So you're 11 per employee. Trade revenue from tariffs. I honestly think we just want whatever drives costs down the most in our country. Because we don't make a lot of wood, I'm pretty sure. We're not a significant producer of wood, so we don't really care about our domestic supply of wood. I just want to drive the price down. So yeah, let's import it from whoever reduces the cost the most. Which is the Ottomans, I think. It actually drastically increases the price of wood in the Ottoman Empire, but fuck it, that's not my concern. So we didn't even... Okay, so I mean, the price of wood should go down. 25.5. I don't know how long it takes for that to, I don't know why you don't work. Yeah, it just doesn't go to the right screen. I'm not even too sure why. By the way, buildings. How is our construction going here? This port will be done in 2 weeks. Do I need another port? You need convoys. Okay, so the price of wood has gone down. Presumably because it's not in our list anymore. Do you have more convoys? Ports. Every port should be trade ports. Yeah, cargo port. You're upgrading to be a cargo port. Plus 10 total. Imperius hasn't been unlocked. 10% influence. Plus 1 max education institution level. Well, we don't have education in the country even at all, so... 2.3 on artillery cost. Can I have 3 point... Okay, so upgrading artillery is going to cost £5,000. We can't afford that. So that's excellent. You know what? Let's not even... No, okay, so our convoys now are fine. Don't even build that port. Just build the government administration buildings. That should allow our taxation to be a little bit more efficient. At least from what I can tell. Or from what I understand of this game, at least, it should make those better for us. And that's excellent. You're a negative 32 still. Ideological similarities. Aptitude's already pretty good. I mean, is there anything I can trade with you? Cultural relations, interest, Italy and Iberia. Take on debt. Size of their loan, violate sovereignty. Ask to become protectorates or bankrolling, embargo. Well, what I want to do, and I don't know if I can do it in this list. What do you actually make? Like in the in the, I guess maybe I have to look at the papal market. Okay, so this is what's in the papal market. What do they actually make? They export paper. And I'm assuming, I think they're exporting it to us, right? Does it tell me who they're exporting it to? No, but I'm pretty sure we're one of the exporters here. Small arms. So the only thing they actually make in the country is clothing. Or the only thing they make is paper. And we have one. Okay, no, there we go. So they're trading with Tuscany and they're trading with us. I would like to trade even more, honestly. Like, if I can get even more paper from, What do we actually want to export? We want to export sulfur. Price predicted of sulfur in Tuscan market, Sicilian market. Again, we don't care about making other countries richer. So from what I can tell, there's really nothing that the Pope makes that we want, which is actually kind of sad. Okay, so we've got the lice. Leads to a bunch of little bonuses. What are we personal researching? We're researching, we're not researching nationalism yet. We're researching the stock exchange. Because you give us a trade obviously cost minus 25%, become more competitive. I think that's going to be important, mostly due to the fact that, again, we are a little poor. We're not the richest country on earth. I mean, our GDP right now is, I mean, number 16 is not terrible. Tax, waste. We got a lot of trade routes. You know, under fair enough. We can't cost you anymore. Okay, market. Members is just us. Show high luxury goods. Negative 341. Current imbalance. Sell orders, buy orders. So people want... From what I can tell, I guess people are buying more grain than we're selling. Meanwhile, people are selling more liquor. Are we importing liquor? To consumption tax. Yeah. Yeah, do a consumption tax here. Were we not already doing consumption tax on liquor? No, we were. Okay. Okay, so now we're making money again. 200 for 4.48k. I mean, that seems fine. I like that. We got no dividends, no investment pools. Okay, but at least we're making money. And that's nice, right? So I do want to lock this. Yeah, keep that number there. Because right now we're in 12th place, 145 prestige. We're pretty far away from becoming a great power. I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. I mean, intelligentsia, their technology cost bonus, industrialist, production cost bonus. Does anybody give me more money? 2% birth rate, 10% on infrastructure. I mean, that seems pretty good. I mean, the trade unions are pissed off, but nobody cares about them. They have no influence in the country whatsoever. Also, you're at war with the Ottoman Empire. Okay. But I do think that at least for right now... Wait, no, each is at war with the Ottoman Empire. That's actually what's happening here. But I think that at least for right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. Thank everybody for watching. My name is Anthnwam. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not doing, throw some down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.